Maybe so. All right, let's get started. I guess we're gonna start. We're gonna start with knocking since that's what everybody's doing. I probably started. So for this one, our feet are kind of hips distance apart, and we're trying to kind of you stand up tall, but you don't lock out anything. In Tai Chi and Qigong, we're always kind of like our our joints are kind of bent a little bit, micro bends they sometimes call it, because it's better for balance. So our knees are slightly bent, hips over our heels, our shoulders, and then our I like to imagine that my head, like there's a hook in the crown, it's being pulled up. So tuck your chin down and in. Just kind of notice that posture. And then we're going to twist. And then while we're twisting, our arms are just, the momentum is just going around and we're tapping ourselves. And the tapping is like acupressure. So acupuncture is when they stick in needles. Acupressure is when like you tap on yourselves. So you've probably seen people, there's different things that are doing tapping and stuff. So we're tapping on acupressure points that are based on Chinese medicine. So we're doing the waist. And then this next one is the lung points. So when you follow your collarbone down, there's a little divot right before your shoulder starts. And that's where you're aiming at. And you do the fist, so you don't have to get it exact, not like a needle, right? You got your whole fist there, so you can barely miss it. So you're rotating and you're hitting the lung points. And take a nice deep breath in through the nose. You can do a sigh. And you're letting it hit your back while you're hitting the lung points. And next we'll go up to the trap. So we'll do a flat hand right on top, along the neck and the traps. This is the gallbladder and liver points are up here on top. They say it's good for decision making, so you need that, right? You need it. If you need a good idea, just go on. Okay. Clears the stress away. Then you can make a better decision. And then let's come down to the lung points. The lungs again. And then we'll do the waist. And then we'll do waterways, just feeling the air, just kind of slowing down, feeling the air in between our fingers on our arms. Slowing down till you're right in the middle. And maybe just notice already, you might notice you're like tingling on your skin and your hands. So a lot of what we're going to be working on is our energy system instead of like maybe muscles so much so, but the energy system, when we have tension, our muscles bunch up a lot of times. We're like, and then when we do this work, we're releasing that tension, and now circulation can flow and energy can flow. So that's why a lot of times while we're working, you start feeling tingling a lot more through your body. All right, shake that out. Let's do the YMCA one because that's always fun, right? So our hands are like the Y, and then just let them fall down. Inhale, exhale, let them fall down. Now when you let them fall down, you look to the right, so your hips, right and left, and as your arms fall down, the left arm, you guys are distracting. And one arm is in front, one arm behind, and you just go in. So you just try to bend your knees, come up to Y, bend your knees, let them go, twisting. Kind of a brain exercise too, isn't it? It's kind of hard. You practice just letting your arms, you just let them fall down. And then when we're looking to the left arm comes behind, the right arm comes in front. Then you're coming back to the center. Your arms come back in the middle. Now we're looking to the right, and the left arm's coming in front and the right arm behind. Come back to the middle. Practice going slow. Maybe speed up a little bit, see if you can keep. And if not, go back to doing it slow, huh? Or just trying your best. This is a good way to release the tension in our upper back and shoulders. Slow it down. Again, take a second. We can shake it out. It's always a good one. Let's do a little easier one for the shoulders too. Let's just take our right leg out in front and our left leg's behind, kind of stagger stance. A lot of difference in yoga is a lot of times we don't stand in a straight line. You kind of take it out a bit. Again, that's for balance. So one leg's in front, one's behind, both knees are bent. And then just hinge over, shake out your right arm, and then just inhale and roll the shoulder up and back and down. And exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Just get a nice big shoulder roll. All right, let's switch legs. So now the left leg's in front, right's behind. And shake out the left arm. Just try to let go of your muscles. And then inhale, roll it up and down your back. Part of what we're doing too is switching the weight front to back. Main thing is just rolling, just getting a full range of motion on your shoulders. Up and back and down. Okay, shake that out a little. Let's do a little move the body like a river, getting our hips a little bit. So our feet are wide. And basically just shifting the weight from one side to the other, kind of like push off. Now you're in your right leg, all the weight is bent. The left leg's got a slight bend, and then push off with your right leg and feel the weight come through the middle and over. Sometimes I imagine like I'm an aquarium of water, you know, like you're trying to carry it and like the water sloshes over, and you try not to spill it, right? And then as you're shifting the weight, let your torso follow. So I'm shifting to the left, my torso's following behind. So I'm getting a side stretch for my rib, or for my spine. So I'm kind of massaging the sides of my spine. And if you want to try hinge over a little more, and just, it's a little bit different. Just feel, again, you're shifting weight and your torso's following. Let's just do a little bit of a rib stretch too. So as you're over to the left, put your left arm on your thigh and just reach with your right arm and take a nice deep breath. And then on the exhale, swing your arm through the middle and go over to the right side and reach with your left and inhale. We're stretching the intercostal muscles of the ribs so that our lungs can expand more. Breath is life, or chi, that's energy. So a lot of the work we do is just breathing deep. Just spending 30 minutes breathing deeper than we normally do will fill you up with energy and healing. And then let's just stretch in the middle. Just do a forward fold. Maybe rock out your hips a little. Let gravity pull you down. Relax in between your shoulder blades. Relax your neck. And just let gravity pull you down gently. As tension melts, you just get closer to the ground. And then to roll up, we just bend our knees and try to feel each vertebrae rolling up till your head is last. Let's just bring our hands overhead. Let's do a few full body flows. So you can do a little back bend. And on the exhale, straight swan dive down. Inhale, bend your knees and roll up. Hands overhead, back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale up and this arms out to the side. Shake that out a little bit. I can get warmed up. Yeah. Okay, I learned this one just recently, and I think it reminds me of like walk like an Egyptian. Okay, so when the hand palm looking at it, and then you bring it into your torso, and then it's like your hands like a tail, and look away from it. And then we'll do the other arm. So now that arm coming up, the palms coming towards your face. Bring your hands in, and then look the other direction. So whichever hand that was that you kind of have a tail now, look the other way. Inhale, exhale. And do the other side. Inhale, exhale. See, don't you think you guys could use this at a dance club? All right.
One side.
One side.
Not rotating back and forth. That's the problem.
Okay. Just as long as the song was really slow, right? Okay. All right. I just like that. Feels good on my shoulder. Shake that out. We could do this one you really could use, right? Do the arm flow, the arm. And we're getting the wrist. Pull it up so now your hands are like this. Get that stretch at the wrist. Isn't it called the wave, right? When you're down here, get a good stretch. Elbow, wrist. Remember to breathe. Okay, you ready to go the other direction? There's a reason why you start going one way and not the other. Okay. Ready? Wait, let's see if I can. Okay. Whoop. Not sure if you did it. Kind of hard to switch. Pull it up, get that stretch in the middle, stretch your wrist, get that stretch at the bottom. Okay, there we go. Now we'll do no, I won't. The sprinkler. Okay, let's see. All right, we were gonna do the tiger. We're gonna do some tiger moves. So we'll start off. This one is a strong, this one is practicing squatting basically. So you can do it very small. We're gonna inhale, and then like with tiger claws, you just kind of squat to where it's comfortable for you, maybe a little bit of a challenge. And then you inhale, come up through the center. Exhale. Tiger claws. Inhale. And you can modify the squat to whatever depth works for your body today. All right. Then we, okay. That's the whole point of doing that one. Just, okay. Let's shake it out. This one is just like, when you're in sports and you see people kind of doing stuff like this. So again, you could imagine maybe you have like a little baby and you're putting them to sleep. And you just bounce in your knees and let that bounce kind of come up into the rest of your body. So it's not a lot of, it's more in your legs and the momentum comes up. And we'll breathe in through our nose, and let's do the heart sound. We'll do ha, 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 ha. So in through your nose. Ha, 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 ha. So if you're feeling anxiety or tension, ha, 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 ha. Shake it out. Ha, 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 ha. Maybe kick out our feet a little bit. All right. And now, again, you can feel maybe, again, getting our stance. Our feet are hips distance. Our knees are slightly bent, hips over our feet. And tuck your chin in. So feel like the crown is getting suspended. These moves are called flows. So we are trying to do it like with as least amount of effort almost as possible. So try to feel very relaxed and like almost like you're a marionette puppet, like someone is just moving you with strings. And this one's called Enlightened Tiger. We're going to inhale and your hands come up. And then as you exhale, your right hand goes in front, left hand behind. And it's like you're scratching down. It's like the past and the future. You got your tiger claws. Then you come back into the middle. Inhale. Now rotate to the right. And your left hand's out in front, right hand's behind. Exhale, scratch down. Inhale. Kind of like we're practicing being in the present moment. We're kind of clearing out worries about the past, worries about the future. Just practice being right here in the middle. In through the nose, maybe out through the nose at this point. And try to relax into it as your body gets familiar with the motion. Okay, last one. We'll just embrace the chi ball for a minute. So your hands come in front and feel like your fingers are kind of connected energetically. Like, like you've had those balls that have the static and you touch them and the electricity's kind of, just imagine that electricity's in between your fingers from tip to tip. You pulse your hand back and forth. Nice deep breath and just kind of feel in your body. How's it feeling? Next, we're gonna do a little bit. It's like called like tiger pouncing. So again, we're gonna do the stagger stance. So the right leg's in front, left's behind, and we're gonna roll the spine. It feels really good sometimes. We'll just practice without the arms for a second. On the exhale, your chin juts out. Maybe your weight shifts a little more in the front. As you're rolling up, it shifts into the back. Chin out and roll your spine up. And then we'll add the arms. So as you're coming forward, inhale in the back, exhale. Your hands are like claws. In, out through the nose. Okay, and as we come in, we'll do a little, this one will just bring one hand. Your right hand is up, like blocking. Your left hand pushes through. And then we're going to do one called brush knee twist. So this top arm, you're going to rotate your waist to the back. The top arm is like making a circle. The back arm's coming behind you. And see the top arm now kind of brushing at your knee, brush knee, and then twist forward, that other arm comes forward. Okay, let's practice that again. That one's kind of hard. Wave your spine. Okay, as it comes in, the right arm is like blocking a blow. The left arm pushes through. And then you got this kind of like V. You can start kind of twisting your waist. And as your waist comes, your left arm's coming behind you as your right arm's doing a circle in front. And then your hips come back. And you're right there. Push, knee, twist. All right, let's try one more time. It's a fun, hard one. Let me do it your way too. Sometimes that helps. Okay, as you inhale, right arm's coming up, left hand's pushing through, and then twist at your waist, twist to the left. Your arms start kind of moving. It's like you're getting a block from the front, start circling around, and that left arm's coming behind you and pushing through. And as you're pushing through, we'll use your waist twist. Okay. All right. So that was that side. Let's switch. All right. So now your left leg's in front, right's behind. Just be like a little kitty cat. They can be vicious. This is where we're learning from the masters. Okay. Rolling your spine. Okay, and then as we come in, the left arm is blocking, the right arm pushes through. And then now we're going to twist at the waist, and that twisting kind of brings our arms down. Keep twisting at the waist. The right arm comes behind, the left arm circling, brushing at the knee. And then as you're coming forward, you just twist your hips to the right so they center again. And your arms just kind of follow and stop right there. One at the hip, one out in front. All right, let's do it again. Tiger pouncing. Notice how cats, they're very right loose. They're not all coming at it all stiff, right? Feel that kind of looseness, that flow in your body. Okay, as you come in, left arm comes up for a block, right arm pushes through. Now twist your hips to the center, twist them to the right. That one arm's coming back behind you, the front arm's brushing your knee. Now you're twisting your hips back to the middle, pushing through. Okay. I do one facing the same way as y'all. Okay, pouncing. Inhale. Okay, inhale, coming in. The left arm blocks, the right arm pushes through. Twist towards the middle. That right arm's gonna circle your side and go behind you. The left arm's just gonna make a circle in front, like windshield wiper. Reach behind you, gather strength, and then twist at the waist. Unspring yourself. Twist towards the middle. And that's your punch. All right. Okay. Oh, we did it, y'all. Let's. Shake that out a little bit. We all tried, right? There we go. We all tried. All right. Let's just do a little centering. Put your left arm under your belly button, right arm out to the side. Inhale, just switching arms. Exhale, down the middle. It's kind of any energy that was freed up that you don't need, you can store in your lower dantian. So we're just kind of filling our cup. We did something nice for ourselves. We're just acknowledging that. And we'll interlock our thumbs together and put it over our belly button. This last one's called Bamboo in the Wind, the last chance to just really let go. Be like a tree in the wind, just letting the wind push you around. And you just kind of let your body do what it wants instead of trying to control your body. Practice letting go. Practice going with the flow. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And then we'll kind of come back to the middle. Maybe put one hand over your heart center, one hand on your belly. Maybe let's think about one thing we're grateful for. Just notice how thinking about something you're grateful for, how that feels in your body. Okay, thank you guys so much. Yeah. All right.
Casey,